have here a suggestions for a rapid shot change for the Amazon. Right here, Ben decided to give us a version of the rapid shot for level 85. His kind of approach, which is gonna be pure critical, pretty much critical with the utilization of the deepest tower, that is going to increase the damage against pretty much every enemy that is in our presence. Yep, that is just broken. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna try to simulate this. I do not think that I can just copy paste it because I don't see how we are going to utilize. Where is it? Right here he was using a charge infusion and he was going for the power charges right up here, as you can see, but I honestly have no clue how to generate power charge with the rapid shot. So we will see how we can simulate this. He was originally using the quarterstaff kind of a build. He had 1.6 million DPS visible from this tooltip, but it's actually much more. Also in his build he's kept on critical hit with a like around 1000 crit damage bonus, which is insane how much that is. But yeah, this was his original build, and he just decided to convert his standard build into Amazon with the rapid shot. That being said, I will most likely need to make some adjustments here and there because I do not think that I can generate power charges. And the reason why he went for power charges in the first place is because of the extra critical crit hit chance right here. He said blindside and charge infusion both provide more crit hit chance. First of all, you are reaching 70% crit chance, and then you are using blindside and charge infusion to get to 100%. Anyway, his support gems, he's using the martial tempo, we know that. He's using the fresh clip, we know that. That is all good. He's using execute because he's playing with the unique helmet, the deepest tower, which makes a whole lot of sense. Then he's using this blindside, which says the support skills are more likely to critically hit against the blinded enemies and deal more damage with critical hits against the blinded enemies, but we cannot blind enemies with the ability. So most likely, if we are going with the blindside, we would need to use a flash grenade to inflict the blind, or to find some other way to inflict all these blinds. Anyway, overextend. We can deal more damage with critical hits, but whenever we critically hit the enemy, we are gonna get a daze, a debuff that is going to make us more likely to get stunned, but at the same time we do not care about that because we're just gonna be melting everyone, right? But yeah, I will make a considerable amount of changes. First of all, I need to take a look at this this gear. For example, right here he decided to use the Culling Strike gloves. I'm not really sure if I can do the same. Instead of these gloves, most likely I'm just gonna use some kind of standard gloves. I don't really know what is the reason behind these gloves. Why did he decide to go for the Culling Strike? Because in his original build he was using random gloves, and most likely I will need to do it the same because of the resistances. But yeah, he was here also using this trigger lightning bolt on critical hit. We will try that. I don't really know how that works. I did not use it so far, even though I had 15 of these unique amulets. Again, I'm not really sure if I'm gonna go for the Grand Regalia. We will see. But yeah, the main unique for his build is gonna be the deepest tower. So yeah. And also he was using quite some of these jewels right here. So let's go back to his notes. Crit chance on the weapon is very important, and we can even increase that further with the given skill right here. So we have attacks have +1% to crit hit chance, and not only that, but he says that we can use a time lost jewel to make notable passives in radius, to get increase in effect and getting extra 0.25 to the base. I'm gonna show you what that is. So this is the time lost jewel, and if you read it right here, 25% increased effect of notable passive skills in the radius. And also you're getting some of the other stuff. For example, right here he was using the one that is giving gain 1 rage on melee hit. I'm not gonna do that because rapid shot is not melee ability. But anyway, this jewel is gonna go right up here, if you can see this. Other than that, most likely I'm not gonna be using these unique jewels from nothing. Maybe I don't really know where he put that. I can see right here. Can I zoom this? Okay, enlarge it. So I can see that he decided to skip a couple of points right here. Most likely I'm just gonna, you know, pick these, like, do not even bother with the jewels. Hold on, he used it right here, and yeah, I can see he picked like these 2 skill points plus maim as well as penetration from this jewel socket right here. Also right here, I don't know how he managed to reach this point. Maybe this is just a mistake, but yeah, I'm gonna use this passive tree as the baseline. I'm gonna change it a little bit to my liking. Also, he was doing this for the level 85 and I'm level 94. Is there anything else from the notes? You can finish capping the crit chance using jewel sockets. Okay, with damage scaling, the most important thing is to cap crit chance in the most efficient way possible. After that, you scale damage using damage nodes on tree and crit multiplier. You mean like crit damage bonus, right? Then you add skill speed, attack speed. Yes, that is important for us for the rapid shot. The reason being is increases in attack speed come with increases in mana cost, and also the more hits you do, the more damage rolls you do, and therefore the most inconsistent your damage is. Sadly, I have to disagree with this one. At least when it comes down to the rapid shot, attack speed is important, and like this sentence right here, I don't think that it is true. The more hits that we have, it should be more consistent. But yeah, either way, doesn't really matter. I will need to go for the attack speed because, you know, rapid shot is such ability, and he actually went for the attack speed right here. As you can see at the beginning, he decided to go for the attack speed, considerable amount, and also here from the accuracy node we are gonna get attack speed, and right up here even we are getting skill speed. So, you know, he respected the skill speed for the rapid shot, which is, you know, quite nice. Anyway, don't use anything that will reduce crit damage bonus on your skills. Okay, understood? If you cap crit, put in crit damage bonus soul cores into your weapon. Okay, so this is the main unique deepest tower helmet to multiply base damage by x5 when an enemy is in your presence. Finality. We do not need to pick it. We could, you know, just anoint it if we cannot connect to the skill tree. Anyway, okay, so look, this is gonna be not possible for me to use. Like, we're gonna be needing so much intellect. Even if I get a low level version, I cannot use this one. Because of that, I'm gonna stick with my amulet most likely. Okay, look, I'm capped, fully capped, and even chaos is gonna be capped whenever I put this in. Let's fix the passive tree, I guess. Oh boy, I mean, look at this passive tree. Oh my god, let's make it beautiful. Okay, so this is what I managed to get. Basically, I used the base of the recommended setup that is using this damage against enemies that are on low life. We are also using a bunch of critical hit chance, critical damage. We are maintaining some of the accuracy here and there. We are maintaining some of the skill speed, and yeah, right up here we're using this special time lost emerald that has 25% increase effect of notable passive skills in radius, mainly because of this one, so that we can get, what do you call it, 1.25% to crit hit chance to attacks as a base instead of flat 1. Right here I decided to pick up the increases to the crit damage bonus. We have fire pen, and to the left side, you know, we are picking this whole node for the crit damage bonus, crit hit chance, as well as, you know, increased damage after a critical hit happens. So from the special jewels, the only special jewels, well, apart from this time lost, is gonna be a megalomaniac diamond, and you know, nothing special from this one. I'm getting a fire pen as well as 10% damage is taken from mana before life. I could change this megalomaniac diamond to give me like an additional critical hit chance, because I am still starved on critical hit chance. If we take a look right here, the crit hit chance is 44.39%, plus we are getting extra whenever we are hugging the enemies. So whenever we are hugging the enemies, we should get 25% of that. Is gonna be like, let's say 5% on top. So we are we're gonna be doing critical hit every other attack, and critical damage bonus is 718. I wasn't able to push this any higher than this. Now, there is something that is not being calculated right here, and that is blindsided, so we need to remember that we need to throw a flash onto the boss to blind him. For that I have a flash grenade right here, and also one more thing is turret, Ripwire Ballista, is going to blind enemies on hit. But yeah, some things are not calculated right here, like the main one is, like, look at this, we're getting a 50% multiplier against enemies that are on low life, and remember, we are going to count them as a low life whenever they are in our presence. Not only that, but like I said, we are getting a bunch of damage increases. I think 240% damage increase in total with the lucky hits. So this should be broken, even though the tooltip is not saying that. This should indeed be broken. Okay, that is pretty much it. I'm gonna test this against the Breach Lord. So, you know, let's go into the Twisted Domain. Yeah, one thing is I'm gonna be super slow right now. I mean, look at this, bro. But yeah, the whole point is just to have as much damage against the bosses and to try and melt the boss, I guess. From the spirit gems, as you can see, I am using, what do you call it? The thingy. The Herald of Ash. Oh wow, I'm super slow. I don't know if I can even do this. If I can do this now. Maybe I will need to change something for the speed, because this is just ridiculous. Yeah, this is not possible. Okay, the reason why this was not possible is simply because of the movement speed. Okay, so I will need to make some changes right here. Let's drop like these 5 points, and that is going to allow me to just, you know, get a bit more movement, I guess. Okay, this should be much better. Okay, it is a bit better. For the sake of a clear, but yeah, tooltip is not telling us what is the real deal. Oh my god, I got deleted. What? I mean, okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna say that this build is not all that good for Breachstone, but let's try the Arbiter with it. So, couple things to remember. Hug the boss and throw him a flashy. Okay. Bro, don't run. Oh man. I pushed him accidentally. Okay, we're good. And he's dead. I mean... Okay, this build is working a lot better for the Arbiter, I can tell you. That much, anyway. But yeah, definitely, there should be more DPS, single target DPS. Okay, let's move in. I mean, I'm gonna see how much DPS this is. But yeah, good thing I saw the light. Okay, bro, come on. Turret is gonna blind him, right? Yep, true. Yeah, I'm gonna check how much DPS this is, but this is a whole lot. Okay, this took 2 seconds for, let's say, 16 million health, which is going to be 8 million DPS. It is what it is. And even right here, after the shield was done, calculated starting point until the end, 20 million health, it took 2.5 seconds, which is, yet again, let's say, 8 million DPS. Let's go for the second try, and for the second try for Arbiter. Let's go. Okay, let's hope that he's not gonna... fly away instantly, come on. And he did it. Okay. Come on, bro, stop. So, do I think that this is much better build? Well, for the crossbow, sadly, it's not working. Like, we do not have a high... what do you call it? We do not have a high critical hit chance. So that is why, like, critical build is not all that powerful on the crossbow. Anyway, did I get a bunch for divines? Like, what? The previous version of the build is much better in my opinion, because it is a versatile build. It's using a companions, it's using a movement speed, you are, you know, you are capable of doing even a, what do you call it? The delirium thingy, the simulacrum. So yeah, it's a fun, you know, little build. I'm pretty, you know, surprised that we can push the crit damage bonus so high. But yeah, sadly, with the crossbow, I did not manage to get enough of critical hit chance. But yeah, with a quarter staff, this build right here, with the quarter staff, he managed to get 100% crit hit chance with a 1000 crit damage bonus. How did he do that? I have no clue. But yeah, he was also utilizing the power charges right here from the with the charge infusion. So that is also another thing. With quarter staff, I guess you can generate power charges, but with crossbow, nope, I cannot bother to charge it. Well, maybe if I use the, what do you call it, the unique chest armor body piece. I guess I'm gonna put the POB link to this build as well if you wanna check it out. But you know, keep in mind you need to make some changes here and there. This is definitely not working as I was expecting it to work. And also, if you want to have a stable version of rapid shot, I'm gonna put the previous build that I had that was also working for the simulacrum. So with that build you will be able to do pretty much every single content in the game. Anyway, that is pretty much it. I'm gonna stop yapping and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Once again, thanks to the Ben for sharing his work so far with critical damage, crit chance, and you know, stuff like that. And yeah, anyway, I'm gonna see you in the next one. Take care, bye bye, peace up, pa pa pa.